If you're getting ghosted after every discovery call, or you feel like you are having to convince people to work with you, even though you have gotten people great results, it's not your offer, it's your positioning. And I want you to stop surprising people with how great you are when your website is suggesting otherwise. But before we can even talk about positioning, we need to take a step back and talk about your pricing or the lack thereof. Because when people don't see pricing on your website, they make assumptions. They assume you're out of budget. They assume you're going to do a hard sell on that sales call that you're forcing them into. Or they just assume that maybe you're not even confident in the value that you provide. And I know there are plenty of business coaches out there who are saying you have to get your potential clients on a sales call and sell to get them in the door. You have to convince them of the value. You have to talk about the transformation. And while some of you may love that call, maybe you do want to connect with people, make sure, hey, we're a good fit. I like you, you like me. I can help you in your specific situation. There's a difference between wanting to connect with someone and having to do a sales call in order to land a sale. Because if you are having to do a sales call in order to make a sale, that is a big red flag. That is telling me your positioning, your messaging, or your branding is not doing its job. I am a huge advocate of including pricing on your website, even a starting at, a range, whatever it is, because transparency builds trust. Clear pricing will filter out the wrong people who are not a good fit, because none of us want to spend time on calls with people who don't have the budget or are not a good fit. So again, if you want to do a call, great. If you want to connect with people, great. But if you have to do a sales call, something needs fixed on your website. Because when your brand is strategic, it's going to filter out the wrong people and filter in the right people. It's going to position you as the go-to expert, and it's going to cut down on the amount of time you have to spend in DMs and sales calls. I don't know about you, but I do not enjoy wasting my time on sales calls with people who aren't a good fit. So if that's you, if you also want to cut down on the number of unnecessary calls, I want you to take a hard look at your website. I do have some resources down in the description below for you to help you kind of look through your website to see what needs work. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I will see y'all next time.